Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hello Dave. We're down with Astronomy. Let's see what's been going on in Elite, Star Citizen, and what's going to happen in the future on the channel. First of all, last week of course, main news from Elite was the dev update 4, which reveals some of the information that's going to be added in the upcoming patch 8, and also some stuff that's going to be later down the road. What Frontier could reveal was that in update 8, we're going to get a number of additions, including emotes now for our characters. We're also going to get 4-player multi-crew. We're going to get a number of engineers out in Colonia. I believe there's going to be 4 engineers, and as far as I know, they're going to be covering all the blueprints, so there are not going to be any new blueprints out there, but the people living out in Colonia is not going to miss out on anything either. Those are scheduled to come in update 8, together with all the cosmetics that you would usually have on your Hollow Me. It's now going to be transferred over to Odyssey, so you can use it on your Odyssey character as well. And we're also going to get mega ship interiors. Now, this is originally added as a way for Frontier to do on-foot events outside the bubble. So if we don't have a station nearby where you can go and sell your Vista Genomics data or stuff like that, then you can just put a megaship out there, and with the new megaship interiors, that will allow them to make on-foot events outside of the bubble. This leads me on to what's going to come later. This is stuff that's going to come maybe in update 9, maybe later. We don't really know yet. That of course means that those megaship interiors are also going to be available on fleet carriers. Yes, we're going to get fleet carrier interiors, which I'm really much looking forward to. I am planning a trip when it comes out. We're already actually on a trip right now as I'm recording this. My fleet carrier is in orbit around the 45G planet, where I've been having some fun over the weekend. And when I'm done editing Hello Dave, it's about to be the time where I have to begin to fly back. But I'll do another trip when we get the interior, so we can try to do fleet carrier trips with hopefully a bar we can hang out in doing the trip. I think it should be quite a bit of fun. I have some destinations in mind, but more about that later. What we're also going to get later on down the road is a twin-seat combat SRV. While I am really much looking forward to seeing this, and we get new SRVs, it's something that we've been waiting for since Horizon launched like many years ago. So I'm really happy to see new SRVs come in. Personally, I think it would be really nice if the exploration side of Odyssey would also begin to receive a little bit of love. It hasn't really, received any dedicated changes, I think, since Odyssey was launched. So I think that side of it would really need some change. But it's nice to see new SRVs. I like it. I hope we're going to see more. Please give us like a cargo SRV or a long-range SRV, maybe like a skimmer-type hovercraft kind of thing. Would be really nice to see. But I hope we're going to get to see more of that down the road. Moving on to Star Citizen, on Saturday, we're going to have this year's CitizenCon. This has usually been a live event where people would show, like a physical event where people would show up. But obviously, right now is not really the time to make big events with lots of people. So therefore, this year it is a digital event. This means there's going to be a number of talks, both from developers, and traditionally the CitizenCons have been more either focused on the long-term stuff, what's going to come in a year or in 2 years, or sometimes they would also go and dive into the details about some of the stuff that is already there. Looking at the list of talks available, I'm going to be posting a link in the description if you want to see for yourself. It's going to be stuff like crafting worlds, where they're going to talk about the planet tech and how they generate planets and how planets are crafted and those kind of things. There's also the sound of space, where they're going to be talking about the soundscape, how they make the sounds for all the ships and weapons and stuff in the game. But again, as I said, they're also going to be looking forward to some of the features added way down the road. Stuff like server meshing and the state of persistence. They have a talk about that as well, which I think should be pretty interesting. So there's both some of the more soft, fluffy stuff like sounds and visuals, but also the more like hardcore backend stuff with server meshing, those kind of things. So again, I will be a link in the description if you're interested in that. I also need to do an update on Terra-ex. Last week I talked about how we were trying to build influence in CD33. We have now gotten the required influence to start the conflict. It is an election, and that means there's no shooty, but there's still lots and lots of work to do. If you use BGS, the way these election works is that every day the 2 competing factions, there will be missions completed for the people working for it, and the side that has the most influence points completed, that they will win that day, and the first to win 4 days will then win. And we are fighting for system control. That means if we win this election, we are going to take over CD33 and it's going to be our system and we're going to get the main station in the system. So if you want to help us, if you want to take part in the election, then do come along on Discord. Link is in the description. It is discord.d2a.com. There you can find the Terra-ex section where you will get the daily orders, what to do, when and where and why. And then the live stream tomorrow is going to be a little different because I'm not going to be playing Elite Dangerous. I've been playing a lot of Elite here over the weekend with the carrier trip, both the flying the carrier out there and back, which is like 4 hours each way. And then, of course, also the live stream on Saturday where we spent 3 hours running around the system, playing with the 45G planet and some of the other moons in the system that looked pretty neat. And it's been a while since my weekends have been pretty booked, and my weekends in the near future is also pretty booked. So therefore, I haven't had much time to do Star Citizen streams. So therefore, the live stream tomorrow is going to be Star Citizen. Now, it's been a little weird with Star Citizen lately because I haven't really had the urge to go out and do combat or do mining as I usually would because, well, we have that server wiper incoming. There's no really point to begin to collect a huge amount of credits. So I thought what I would do, and what I've actually been having some fun with, is to run some of the different mission types. Because there was actually some really well-made missions in Star Citizen, and a lot of them I haven't tried yet. And especially around the search and rescue type, not necessarily cave missions, but more the like investigate a crashed ship or find a derelict in space and go and save a package or save passengers or find out what happens to the crew. Those kind of missions I think could be fun to dive into. So I think what I will do on the live stream tomorrow is we're going to be playing Star Citizen, we're going to be running around, and we're going to be doing some missions. We're going to see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. As usual, it will be at 7 o'clock UTC. I hope you will tune in, and I will see you there. That's going to be it for this week. Thanks all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.